हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप सभी। आज हम अपना नया चैप्टर डिस्कस करेंगे विच इज सम बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स ऑफ केमिस्ट्री। इन दिस चैप्टर वी आर डीलिंग विद some topics which we already studied in our lower classes 9th or 10th. So let's start our chapter with the definition of chemistry. What is chemistry? What is chemistry? केमिस्ट्री पढ़ने जा रहे हैं। अभी तक हमने साइंस पढ़ी है 10th क्लास में। नाउ वी आर स्टार्ट अवर द न्यू ब्रांच ऑफ साइंस। द ब्रांच ऑफ साइंस which deals with the composition, structure and properties of matter, also deal with the changes takes place in matter. So chemistry is defined as the branch of science which deals with the composition, structure, properties of matter, also deal with the changes that takes place in matter. So the first thing, father of chemistry. Who is the father of chemistry? Antoine Lavoisier. Who is the mother of chemistry? The father of chemistry is Antoine Lavoisier and mother of chemistry is Marie Anne. Marie Anne. It contains one. This one is the worldwide father of chemistry, worldwide mother of chemistry, or we can also call it, these are the mother and father of modern chemistry. Father of chemistry in India. इंडिया में हम केमिस्ट्री के फादर से किनको जानते हैं? In India, the person who known as the father of chemistry is Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy. Okay, this one is the basis, something about chemistry. Father of chemistry, mother of chemistry and father of chemistry in India. Now let's start about our chapter. In this chapter, let's start dealing with the matter. Note कीजिए इसको. Let's start. What is matter? In 9th class, we discussed about anything which occupies space and have some mass is known as matter. 9th class में पढ़ते हैं matter के बारे में. क्या definition पढ़ते हैं? Anything which occupies space and has some mass is known as matter. Matter is made up of atoms or molecules. Atoms or molecules. Now let us study about the classification of matter. Classification of matter. Matter is classified in two types or by two ways. First one is physical classification of matter. Second one is chemical classification of matter. First one is physical classification of matter. Second one is chemical classification of matter. According to physical classification, matter is classified into 5 types. First one is solid. Second one is liquid. Third one is gas. Fourth one is plasma. Fifth one is Bose-Einstein condensate. According to physical classification, we classify matter into 5 types. First one is solid, second one is liquid, third one is gases, fourth one is plasma, fifth one is Bose-Einstein condensate. क्या मैं assume कर सकती हूँ कि आपको solid, liquid, gas के बारे में lower classes में आपने अच्छे से पढ़ा है? Let's discuss about the last 2 states of matter. थोड़ा बहुत अगर हम इनके बारे में भी डिस्कस करते हुए चलते हैं. What is solid? Matter which have fixed shape and fixed volume. Fixed volume but indefinite shape and indefinite volume. Plasma is the 4th state of matter. Plasma is 4th state of matter, made up of positively charged kernels and valence electrons. The state of matter is made up of positively charged kernels and valence electrons. This state found where temperature is very high. Right? Temperature is very high. For example, in sun, stars, volcanoes, etc. And the last state of matter is Bose-Einstein condensate. This state of matter was discovered by Satinder Nath Bose and Albert Einstein. 2 साइंटिस्ट ने मिलके इस स्टेट ऑफ मैटर को डिस्कवर किया था. व्हाट इज द स्टेट ऑफ मैटर? लिखिए. इन विच the state of matter in which separate atom or subatomic particles, the state of matter in which separate atoms or subatomic particles are cooled at 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस. एक ऐसी स्टेट है मैटर की जहां पे सेपरेट एटम्स को या फिर सब एटॉमिक पार्टिकल्स को 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक कूल डाउन किया गया. उस स्टेट ऑफ मैटर को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Bose-Einstein condensate. This is all about physical classification of matter. Next we deal about chemical classification of matter. Next we start discuss about chemical classification of matter. According to chemical classification, matter is divided into two types. First one is pure substances. And second one is impure substances or mixture, not impure, mixture. Pure substances is further classified into two types: elements and compounds. Whereas mixture classified into two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Elements are further classified into three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Whereas compounds classified into two types: organic compound and inorganic compound. One is homogeneous mixture, also known as true solutions. Also known as true solution. Whereas heterogeneous mixture, also classified into two types: colloids and suspension. Pure substances, where there is no impurities present, mixture in which two or more components are mixed. Pure substances, elements and compounds. Elements are those which are made up of single kind of atom, and compounds are those which are made up of two or more than two atoms. Element, single kind of atoms, two or more than two kind of atoms. Metal, non-metal, metalloids. Organic compounds are those compounds which are obtained from living beings. पहले हम ये डिफाइन करते थे कि ऐसे कंपाउंड्स जो हमें प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स से मिल जाएंगे उनको हम क्या बोलेंगे? ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. बट नाउ डेज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड इज चेंज्ड. नाउ वी कैन state organic compound as the compounds which are made up of carbon, the compounds which are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and also contain traces of phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen, etc. ऐसे कंपाउंड्स जो मेजरली कार्बन से, हाइड्रोजन से या ऑक्सीजन से बने हो, उनमें हमारे पास फास्फोरस, सल्फर, नाइट्रोजन, क्लोरीन, इनके ट्रेसेस भी अवेलेबल हो सकते हैं. द सेकेंड पार्ट इज इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स आर दोज कंपाउंड्स which are obtained from rocks and minerals. Example of inorganic compounds like H2SO4, HNO3, etc. Is this clear? Organic compounds and inorganic compounds. In this case, as we know, metals are electropositive elements. Metals किसको बोलते हैं? Electropositive elements. Electropositive का मतलब which easily lose their electron. metals are known as, or metals are electropositive in nature. What is the meaning of electropositive? They easily lose their वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. जो इजीली अपने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को बाहर निकालते हैं उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव इन नेचर. मेटल्स आर डक्टाइल इन नेचर, मेटल्स आर malleable in nature, whereas the non-metals are electronegative in nature. Whereas the non-metals are electronegative in nature. Electronegative word means they accept the electron, or they have tendency to attract the electron. Last one is metalloids. Metalloids, also known as semi-metals, borderline elements, metalloids are also known as semi-metals and borderline elements. They shows the properties of metal as well as non-metals. On the other side, homogeneous mixture in which the solute and solvent are completely mixed with each other, whereas in heterogeneous mixture there is a clear boundary is present in between solute and solvent. Clear? So this is all about the basics of matter which we studied in our 9th class. So एक बार अपनी 9th class की chemistry की book का first और second chapter revise कर लीजिएगा. अगर आपको इस टॉपिक में कोई भी डाउट आता है तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख के पूछ सकते हैं. Next, we are dealing with the physical quantities. Physical quantities. There are some terms which helps us to derive or discuss about the physical terms like units. If we have to measure length, we use the unit meter. This is our physical quantity, length, mass. Second one is mass. For mass, we used kilogram to measure. To measure the temperature, we use Kelvin as the standard scale. For measure intensity, we use candela. To measure the amount of substance, we use the term mole, and so on. इसी तरीके से कुछ हमारी फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज होती हैं जिनके लिए कुछ यूनिट्स डिसाइड किए जाते हैं, और उनको डिसाइड कौन करता है? इंटरनेशनल सिस्टम, जिसके लिए हम यूज करते हैं वर्ड एसआई सिस्टम. मोस्टली हमें जब भी न्यूमेरिकल्स सॉल्व करने होते हैं तो हम एसआई सिस्टम यूनिट्स को यूज करते हैं. नेक्स्ट वी डिस्कस अबाउट सम डेफिनेशंस, स्मॉल डेफिनेशंस. नोट कीजिए इसको. First definition we are going to discuss is allotropy or allotrops. Allotrop simply means you have a single compound, and with the help of the single element you are going to make a number of compounds. I am giving you a single element. and you convert that element or you rearrange the atoms of that element and forms a number of compounds. This property is known as allotropy and the compounds are known as allotrops. For example, I am giving you carbon. You rearrange the atoms of carbon, form diamond, graphite, coal tar, wood, etc. So, what is the definition of allotropes? The compounds which have same chemical properties but different physical properties. The compounds which have same chemical properties but different physical properties are known as allotropes. And the property to form allotropes is known as allotropy. The property to form allotropes is known as allotropy. Clear? Allotropy. Our next definition is polymorphous. Our next definition is polymorphous or polymorphism. When a compound exists in two or more crystalline forms, when a single compound exists in two or more crystalline form, the compound is known as polymorphous. When a compound exists in two or more crystalline form, this process is known as polymorphism. This process is known as polymorphism. For example, ZnS, zinc sulfide, exists in two crystalline forms. One is wurtzite and another one is zinc blende. एक अकेला कंपाउंड दो अलग अलग क्रिस्टलाइन फॉर्म्स में जब मिलता है तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? पोलीमॉर्फिज्म. और नेक्स्ट डेफिनेशन इज आइसोमॉर्फिज्म. Next definition is isomorphism. Is quite opposite to polymorphism. In isomorphism, two compounds have same crystalline form. Two compounds have same crystalline structure are known as isomorphous of each other. Are known as isomorphous of each other. For example, FeSO4 7H2O and MgSO4 7H2. These are isomorphous of each other. नोट कीजिए. Our next definition is efflorescence. Our next definition is efflorescence. Efflorescence simply means जब हम किसी एक हाइड्रेटेड सोल्ट को एटमॉस्फेयर में ओपन छोड़ दें और उसका जो वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन है वो इवेपोरेट हो जाए. Efflorescence is the evaporation of when hydrated salts left open in atmosphere, their water of crystallization, is partially or completely evaporate. This is known as efflorescence. When hydrated salts left open, example of hydrated salts, CuSO4 5H2O, Na2SO4 10H2O, etc. When they left open in the atmosphere, their water of crystallization is partially or completely evaporate. Our next definition is deliquescence. When salts absorb moisture from atmosphere and loses their properties are known as deliquescent. And this property is known as deliquescency. कुछ ऐसे सोल्ट्स होते हैं अगर आप उनकी बोतल को ओपन छोड़ देते हैं तो वो एटमॉस्फेयर से मॉइस्चर को एब्जॉर्ब करके अपनी प्रॉपर्टीज को लूज कर देते हैं, लाइक NaOH, KOH pellets, etc. And the last definition of today's lecture is hygroscopy. Last definition is hygroscopy. This simply means when salts absorb moisture, this time moisture absorb करेंगे but अपनी properties को lose नहीं करेंगे. When salts absorb moisture from atmosphere but does not loses their properties are hygroscopic in nature. For example, silica gel, calcium carbonate, etc. So यहाँ तक पढ़ के आएंगे. नेक्स्ट हम नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में डिस्कस